Good afternoon. The Police Minister, Bheki Cele, has promised swift action against those perpetrating violence. At least 276 law enforcement officers have been deployed. That's in Phola Park in Thokoza on Gauteng's East Rand following numerous protests as well as attacks on foreign nationals over the past week. Bheki Cele, together with the State and Security Minister, Ayanda Hlodlo, visited the area today to restore calm in that area. Well, for more on this, Newzroom Afrika's reporter, Linda Mnisi, joins me now in studio. Very good afternoon to you, Linda. And I understand it's been a long day. You've been taking walks with the police minister and asking him about this current situation. I mean, we've seen the unrest. We've seen the looting of foreign national stores. We've seen the arrests that were made this week. But what's at the heart of the story?
Well, when we speak to the residents in the area, they say the issue started with electricity when one substation went off. So the entire area has been without electricity. And later what happened was that as officials were trying to restore power, certain parts of the area had power, and this resulted in other community members being disgruntled, halting the operations of restoring power, saying that, well, if we don't have electricity, then no one else should have electricity. We should all have electricity at the same time. So those unrests continued throughout the week until, of course, the shops who are believed to belong to foreign nationals were also looted, as well as, people being asked to evict foreign nationals from their yards.
And what's the minister saying about this situation? I mean, Phola Park is just one of many areas that we saw protest action over the past week. Phola Park being one of them, Thokoza, areas in Thokoza as well, having these protest issues. So what is he saying he will do?
What they have identified in the areas, elements of criminality. They're saying that people that are actually, doing criminal activity in the area, and that's why all these services have been brought to a halt. But he's promised that, in fact, services will resume. I spoke to him earlier, like you say, and this is what he had to say.
We have agreed that today is a beginning. The first thing to happen, services must proceed. There are people that are refusing services like garbage collection, fixing the engines for the electricity. As from tomorrow, the police will protect all the workers. Secondly, as the mayor already have agreed, will come and speak with the community here to say everybody must work with everybody here.
Well, was the minister able to speak to the community members? I mean, he's saying that the work will continue. No one will be disrupting the work that needs to be done. But what are the community members saying to the police minister?
Well, of course, he had a brief, message for the community, saying that, well, at this particular time, the focus really should be on them staying at home, while authorities on the ground work on making sure that services are restored. I mean, earlier on when we arrived, we saw high police presence, as well as some communities, neighboring communities, holding meetings to discuss this issue, because it's alleged that these alleged attackers have been going door to door, telling those who are housing foreign nationals to evict them, which has really now brought about a level of fear from some of the residents who say, well, they've experienced this. But of course, he says that arrests have been made, and basically we spoke to him about that, and this is what he had to say.
18 people have been arrested in this place already, but there are instigators, there are people that are agitating the community. We know their names, we're chasing. But to say nothing has been done is not correct. I'm saying we have put 276 people, SNDF, police, metro, but arrested 18 people. We'll be arresting more and taking them to court.
Sure. So arrests have been done. They are aware of the people who are using criminal elements to really get these foreign nationals out of their homes and loot their stores. As we head into the new week, Linda, what's the plan? I mean, will we likely to see more protest action? Is police going to stay in these troubled areas? What's the plan?
Indeed, you might have heard I asked him earlier about police presence, because if there was police presence, Lindy, these, this unrest and this alleged criminality wouldn't have happened, because when we speak to the residents, they say, well, this started early in the week, and that means it has been going on for a very long time. Why then now or yesterday? Because we're told that yesterday there was, of course, high police presence, and he says now they've deployed about 276 law enforcement officials. This includes some of the SANDF members who will be going into this area, making sure that there is calm and, of course, law and order, while the other officials are working on restoring power. So from this, residents are saying, well, we welcome this, but what will give us peace is us knowing that we have electricity, because without electricity we can't stay at home and we can't stay away and prevent COVID-19.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for that. Our reporter Linda Mnisi, who was in Phola Park this afternoon alongside the Police Minister Bheki Cele. I understand he'll be on 405 this evening answering questions from you. So do send those questions through at Newzroom 405 on Twitter.